Okay, education question number 1 is from the girl from India. This person asked, would it help her to do it independently? Home study. Would it help her to home study independently to avoid embarrassment and work at her own pace because she was in a classroom with a bunch of the younger kids and it really made her uncomfortable? I believe that it could help her tremendously. The only problem with that is that she would need books in order to help her do that. And if I'm not mistaken, the way things worked around there, they didn't have books for everyone, and so they either had to share or the books were only in class, and that was the only way you could get to them. And so, plus her parents were not very helpful, or they're not very supportive of her taking classes. Her mom was saying how she wanted her to just work the fields and stuff and find a nice educated man to be her husband and stuff. And so that's where she was at that point. So that is how I would answer that question. Education question number 2 was, how much pressure is too much? And in my opinion, kids need time to just be kids and to just allow their imaginations to grow. And I think that was somewhat difficult for 2 of the kids that were in the video. They had a lot of pressure on them, and they just had like so much work to do, and there was like no time for them to really do anything, and they had like extra classes and the like tutors and stuff, just so that they could keep up with all the curriculum and stuff and like the expectations that like their parents and the society had for them, which I think was really hard on the kids. And yeah, but maybe it is kind of better for society at the same time, because if we have a lot of pressure on them, then they tend to work harder as long as they don't fall under the pressure, and eventually they can become better contributors to society. Question 3 is, how can we use natural leaders to instill a sense of pride in students and to improve situations? I think first you have to define what natural leaders are, or who they are, and I think that it's those people who are either in charge of the city or the town or the country. And I think that if they have a greater sense for the importance of education to students, then it will help instill that sense of pride in the students' nation for the students, because then they will want to learn and they will want to be better people, and they will want to help improve the situation of their country with the knowledge that they use in the classroom settings that they would have if their leaders actually encouraged education to be taught to all the kids in the country. Question 4 is, how can we motivate people to go to school? I'm assuming she means the children who the country wants to get to go to school and stuff. In order to motivate them, I think, is to just show them the opportunities that it presents, what education can do for them, and if they have a greater understanding of that, then they would be much more willing and more wanting to go to school, so that way they can do and accomplish those things that are exciting and intriguing for them to do. Last question is, should older students be used as mentors? And I know that there could be some problems possibly with their time being taken away from the farm chores or the household chores that they are supposed to be doing, but I think that it's a really good idea for them to have the older students as mentors, so that way the older students can get to know they can prepare themselves to be better leaders, and then the younger students can learn better from them because the older students have gone through it and they know what it is that those students are going through too, and they can help them learn and grow more so than if they were just taught by teachers.